There we go. We're back. I hope people will rejoin. I had it on because you have like three options when you make a stream. You have normal latency, low latency, and ultra low latency. And if you have normal latency, you can't interact with people. I guess that's what you have to have the settings on to be able to watch videos. I don't know. And then you have like low latency and ultra low latency, and that makes that so that you can have like real time chats with people. And for the people who are post chatting, I hope you'll chat with me. They'll be able to have like real time chats, which is if we're not going to watch any videos, I think it's kind of important to be able to talk and not feel like it's like, oh, 5 minutes after you asked me something, that's when I answer the question. I don't know. Hi, Jess. Thank you for coming back. If you want a scare, look up COVID and induced diabetes. That's a thing? What? COVID induced diabetes. Oh my god. Is it like people who already were like on the road to like diabetes, or is it like perfectly healthy people? Doctors probe whether COVID-19 is causing diabetes. Hmm. Oh, it's someone who no history of the disease. That's crazy. Hi, Ryan. I'm not going to be reading any of that. We're going to have a positive thing. But, it's interesting to be in on the news. I hope that the Space Princess will be feeling better. I hope that she'll feel better soon. I'm sending hugs from Norway from me and my little fur babies. Hey, woman. We're still trying to eliminate that as a possibility in my healthy team. Yeah. Aw. Sad. Oh. Yeah, I feel like it's like such an unknown disease. Like, it's crazy that we're living in a historical moment. No, don't be. We're not a downer, Jess. Don't be worried about that. I find it interesting to talk about, and it's topical and very important to talk about. So and I hope that she'll feel better soon. Sending hugs. It's fascinating that we're living in a historical moment, like just like people who lived through like the Spanish flu. People are gonna like write books and I don't know, online books probably about this, and they're gonna be like, look at this meme from 2020. This is how people coped with the terrible coronavirus. Like back in the day, they were like, oh, we found journals and letters, and people were so eloquent. They're just gonna be like, look at this meme they made. Hmm. People were probably equally as silly back in the day, but they just they didn't have the accessibility of putting all of it for the world to remember for all of eternity. You know what I mean? Hi, I just entered the direct. What are we talking about? Hi, Matt. We're talking about life, about topical events, coronavirus, about what we're doing lately. How is everyone doing, by the way, outside of corona? I feel like I'm so looking forward to just being stabbed in the arm with the vaccine and, I don't know, feeling a little more relieved. That would be nice. They're starting to gonna vaccinate people in Norway right now. They sent us a message saying that they'll let us know when our appointment is up. That seems really stressful. It seems like in America you have to like make an appointment and people are calling in and the site is crashing. It seems really stressful. In Norway, like they just have everyone on the list and they just go, this person is this kind of like sick, needs it more, and then they just let you know when your like appointment is, and then everyone is gonna get it and it's free. So I don't know, it would be crazy if they were to charge anybody in any nation really, because they need people to be immune. Ryan Johnson, white hot memes can cure COVID by getting everyone on a screen. Canada has their rollout slower than the States. Really? Wow. Seems like the new president in America seems like he's getting on it. Seems to, you know, apparently there was no rollout plan with Trump, which is alarming because he said he had one, but it seems like Biden's, getting there. Here in my country, there's a popular singer who says on Twitter to their fans to not vaccine themselves, that there's other treatments, and that the vaccine induces some DNA shit. Whoa. Oh, Twitter closed his account. Yeah, that's crazy though. Like, I get so disappointed when people who have a platform spread misinformation. That's horrifying. Horrifying. Because then it's like, like, you can be stupid in your spare time, but if you start spouting some shit that's gonna hurt people and make people make horrible choices because they look up to you, that's just not cool. Good job, Twitter. I mean, yeah, if they close his account, good job. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm glad they're, when people, like, I feel like they're taking it more serious now after the whole storming of the Capitol and all of that. It seems like Twitter is more like, okay, if people are saying insane things, they don't get to say things on our thing. There are people who think the vaccines cause people to turn gay. Aw. Hi, Altpoke. Love you too. That's so nice of you. Thank you. I love you all, my darlings. That's so funny. Turn gay. I'm just like imagining like you going to like a vaccine point and someone like gives you the vaccine and you're like, oh, I'm just, so straight. I have become homosexual. It's like what did they think being gay is? It's not like it's infectious or like, what? I'm anti-vax because the vaccines are the leading cause of people. For the record, it's a joke. I'm pro-vax. That's funny, Jess. That's the thing too. Like it seems like a lot of anti-vaxxers fail to take into account that, the reason why people don't get sick as often is because of herd immunity. So like, it's just, I don't know, like, they're like, oh, but my kid hasn't been getting sick and I didn't vaccinate him. It's like, that's because of all of the other people who did get vaccinated that made sure that the disease didn't get into society. But if more people don't vaccinate, it's gonna get in. Like, there was literally a measles outbreak in Norway. There's like a little hotspot of anti-vaxxers further down south in Norway, and there was a measles outbreak. So infuriating. So infuriating. Like, there's like legit people who can't be vaccinated because they're like allergic or something, but they're being kept safe by everyone else getting vaccinated. It's just, they're endangering everyone. It's nuts. Madeline says, my mom has friends who thinks that the COVID tests put little microchips up your nose? Shit like that is utter face pain. Shit like that is utter face palm. I thought it said face pain. What? Oh my god. I feel like even if you're like really paranoid that people are gonna put microchips in you, which just, it's some next level paranoia. Like, why would they want to microchip you? What's so special about you? Like some regular boring person. Like, I can't for the life of me like think of like a good reason anyone would want to like microchip just the average person. Like, what do they think that they're gonna accomplish? Find out like world secrets? Like from some regular person who does like boring things? What? Oh, that's so funny. Maybe they think that like the microchips are stuffed into your brain through your nose. Maybe that's what they think, and then they can control you. That's probably what they think. I mean, I feel like a lot of people with the things that they believe about microchips and vaccines and just it's like they're living in some sort of alternate universe science fiction movie. They don't think that far. That's funny. Hi, Bonnie. They think microchips can be made that tiny and put in cotton swabs. Whoa. I can't wait to have the microchip that controls your life because honestly, I can't do it by myself. That's hilarious, Matt. Like, I feel like, yeah, that's like a proof. Like, if you're really bad at life, you're probably doing it on your own. Like, whenever I do, like, I feel like every day, like, when I was a kid, I was like, oh, when I'm an adult, I'll know everything. And now that I'm an adult, I'm like, oh my god, there's never a point where you feel like you know what you're doing. This is horrifying. So I feel like if like the sure way to know that you've been microchipped and controlled by the government is definitely if all of a sudden it's just you're like maximum good at everything and you're never anxious and you never feel like you don't know what you're doing. Mm. Hi, Jim. I'm good. I'm good. Just chilling with my babies on a Friday. You know, I really enjoyed the last live stream, so I thought I want to do that on Fridays, hanging out with you guys. Do I expect the quarantine to end this year? I mean, the more people who get vaccinated, you know, but I think maybe on an international level, it's probably going to be like next year that people can like travel freely again because for everyone on Earth to get vaccinated, it's going to take a while. Anti-vaxxers have made God just go out for a smoke and never return. Isn't that from The Simpsons? The dad, he went out to buy a pack of smokes and he never returned. Maybe that's what's happening. I asked my mom at what point you stop feeling like a kid playing an adult. Apparently, it's older than 60. That's such a good point, Jess. That's such a good point. I remember being a kid, too, thinking like, oh, adults know everything. They have their shit together. At 25, I'm like, then I'm gonna be good. Like, I feel like the bar went higher and higher. Like, before that, I was like, oh, at 18, I'll know my shit. It just, then you realize, oh, it's never gonna happen. I'm always gonna feel lost. I'm gonna be like 80 and be like, damn it, I'm bad at adulting. These friends are in a financial cult, Swissendo, and claim to be part of the UN? What? That is mind-blowing. Why do they claim to be part of the UN as their own separate country? I'm so confused. Anti-vaxxers could literally fill an entire r/facepalm video. Yeah. Whenever I think of like anti-vaxxers, I'm like, we should just do what they did back in the day with like leprosy. Like they had like an island where they sent everyone, you know, before they had something that could stop you from, you know, being. There's no cure for leprosy, I don't think, but they can stop you from getting worse and from spreading it to everyone else. So it's basically a cure, basically. But like before that, they just sent everyone to an island, you know, so that they couldn't infect other people. Maybe that's what we should do with anti-vaxxers. And then they, you know, they can have their own little society, which is going to crash and burn because, you know, there's always going to be someone getting sick and getting other people sick. And then they're going to be like, actually, we changed our minds. Them vaccines look real good right now. GME VSB drama. What is that? Is it the GameStop thing? GME V what? GME VSB. Is it? It is that, right? Yeah. That's fascinating. Ah. I think it's funny that someone like did what stockbrokers do to other people to them. That's like they've been fucking with people's lives for a long time and lowballing companies and making people lose their money. And all of a sudden, when someone decided to do it to them, they're just like, "This is unfair. How could you?" It's hilarious. Karenville with no vaccine allowed visa. That's the thing too. Like the thing that amazes me with anti-vaxxers is that they think that they have a right to like expose people by not taking a vaccine, but also they think they have the right to like mingle with other people. Like no, like if you're like walking around with deadly diseases, your ass gotta stay home. That's like you can't have both. Like that's like having your cake and eating it too. It's so stupid. Read them. Why an island when you can pull an Aztec and slap their hearts, stab their hearts out on a pyramid? Yeah, you know, but then they wouldn't have learned anything if they get to go to their like own island and they're just like this. We're doing it the right way, and then it blows up in their face. It would feel more delicious. Check out Jeff Holiday. Sorry if spelled wrong, but he does amazing on different cults and other stupid trends like Julie juice. Oh, the Jilly juice thing. Oh my god, I saw that on Dr. Phil. The lady who makes like it's just pure salt and looks like sewer water, and she's like saying to people that they shouldn't take cancer treatments because her sewer water full of salt that's going to give them sodium poisoning is going to cure them and make them live forever, cure being gay, and also regrow limbs. That just blows my mind. Holy shit. Like, I feel bad for anyone who believes her because, like, people have, like, hardcore almost given themselves a stroke having that much sodium. I'm picturing Karenville like the episode of SpongeBob where Squidward lives in the town where everyone does the same thing every day. I haven't seen that. Probably missing out. I should check that out. Kind of reminds me of when Ned Flanders goes to live in a town where everyone's like him, like super polite and super religious or something, and then he becomes like the outcast because he has a mustache. That's funny. I feel like they would always find someone to pick on, like even if like everyone agreed goes to an island and then like there would be something would happen. He did a whole video series on the jelly juice. I think that's the crazy thing though. The people could have died from the jelly juice, like Madeline. That because I think they said something about how people quit taking regular medication like cancer treatment and they just took the jelly juice instead. So I think that's already probably happened. I mean, you're also giving yourself extreme dehydration because you're just pumping your body full of just liquid and salt, and then you have violent diarrhea, or waterfalls, as she calls them. Apparently, it's not diarrhea, it's just magical waterfalls if you take her jelly juice, which is insane. Like, you can't just, like, rename it and be like, it's not diarrhea anymore. Like, girl, if it's brown and it's coming out of your butt, it's diarrhea. What? Except Karenville has total anarchy, and managers are hung from the gallows each and every day. I feel like they would fight each other to be the managers too, though. Like, I feel like that's a Karen's ultimate dream. But then she becomes the thing she's fighting, and other Karens would go after her, and it would be a vicious cycle, and they would just, you know, take each other out one by one. It'd be a battle royale, because everyone would want to speak to the manager, but also be the manager, so they could control everyone. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Yeah, don't go chasing waterfalls. And don't, especially if those waterfalls are after a good old glass of jelly juice.
hide what? You're gonna sit your phone butt? There is a little kitty cat.
Yeah. But that's like nuts. I feel like, I don't know. I don't understand how people can believe anything they read. But I guess, yeah, like, but you know, no one goes into a cult thinking that they're going to join a cult. So maybe they like thought that she was, yeah. Gotta go cook dinner. Love ya. Thanks for the well wishes. Oh, bye, Jess. Tell everybody I say hi. I hope it's gonna be delicious. I had leftovers today. I feel like I started out lockdown with like, oh, I'm gonna try so many recipes and stuff. And then after a while, it's just like the same thing and then leftovers and the same thing and leftovers. That's funny. I don't want to say his name, but sad one guy did die from the juice. He took the juice in a last-ditch effort to save himself. Oh my god. That's so sad. Like, was he already very ill and then he started drinking that? That's the thing too, like, I feel like she's so shameless. Like, she has no proof that it works and she's just like a narcissist and has an ego trip. So she's just saying all of these crazy things, and if you're convincing enough, people will believe you, you know? Wait, if a Karen is the manager and asked to speak to the manager, would that mean she would yell at herself? I think you just cracked it. I think Karens are so full of Karen-ness that every day in the mirror, just like as a pep talk, they scream at themselves in the mirror. They're just like, you better go in and do better today. And when they say no to you saying that you want to speak to the manager, you better force them. It's probably like her pep talk in the morning. And then like, I don't know, or maybe, no, her hair screams at her. Her hair controls her. It's the Karen hair controls her, and it screams at her every morning. Yes, I think we've solved it. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Sadly, stupid phone. Yes, and yes, he stopped his treatment and fell deep into the juice cult, and then Julie blamed the poor man for it not working. That's the thing, too. That's the thing she does. Whenever someone's like, you know, this shit is making me really ill, she's just like, no, you just didn't try hard enough. Like the lady who stopped because she literally had like a mini stroke and she had to go to the hospital because she gave herself sodium poisoning. Like, Jilly was just like, it would have worked if you just continued doing it. Like, whenever someone says that it's not working for them or it makes them feel ill or, like, have medical proof that it, like, hurt them, she's just like, no, you're not trying hard enough. That's okay. Autocorrect. Jilly is so trashy. This is truth. This is truth. I feel like, I don't know. What's the thing about, like, cult leaders, though? Like, they don't give a shit about people following them. They just give a shit about getting attention, I guess. So, like, I don't think she gives a flying squirrel about hurting people. I wonder if she knows, though, or if she's, like, so delusional that she, like, believes her own bullshit. That would be interesting to know. I feel like a lot of cult leaders secretly know, though, that they're full of shit. But some of them drink their own Kool-Aid or jelly juice, as you say. Rocking out with some chocolate and some cookies. It's not the fault of the juice, it's your weak body. Yeah. That's probably what she says to people. Wouldn't be surprised if the mini stroke was part of the healing process. I mean, I think that's actually what she said on Dr. Phil. She was just like, like that wasn't a stroke, that was just like your body reacting or like discarding the negative whatever it is. Like she says her juice cleanses the body of like everything negative that makes you ill. She calls it candida. It's like she's made up her own disease, and she's just like, the juice is gonna cleanse you of that, and the candida is gonna leave your body because candida makes you ill. Like apparently she thinks candida is the like origin of all diseases. And then it's just like, she was just like, oh, if you just would have continued when you were having your stroke, which it wasn't, but you would have been fine. Yeah, she's reached a point beyond delusional. This is true. Jilly is the type to lock you in her basement and force feed you the juice. Yes. And then she would be like, I'm doing it for your best, like in your best interest. I'm doing this to help you. Sadly, if you look at Jilly, you can see the effects of the juice on her even. She even gave it to her dog? Now I'm upset. As a pet owner, like as a pet mom, I feel owner, it's just wrong. They're my babies. But like, I know for a fact that cats can't have salt. Like they love it, but they can't have it because it like literally like they'll get diabetes from it. And I think it's like very similar for dogs. So for her to give that sodium bullshit to her dog, like obviously she's been drinking her own Kool-Aid because her decision making is not normal. Okay, my phone just wants to change it to every other name than Jilly. It's allergic to her. That's hilarious. Yeah. Like, it makes me so upset when people, like, inflict their stupidity on animals. 'Cause, like, with humans, like, you can tell someone, but they can't tell anybody. Like, they're just voiceless. It's not okay at all. It makes me so angry. That poor dog is probably gonna have kidney stones, and you know that lady. She should go to the island. No, send her to the ranch. If anybody needs to go to the ranch, she's the one. Dr. Phil should send her to the ranch. I'm just enjoying some iced tea and wine. I had this glass of wine from last Friday, and yeah, it's just been sitting on my kitchen counter with a lid on it, fermenting. I mean, it's fine, it's wine, but you know, I feel like it's like the last day that it's acceptable. I actually secretly like it better once it's fermented a little bit. Are you gonna make a Discord at some point? I did have one, and it was a shit show. Like, I really wish I could have one, but I did have one in the beginning when I started to get more people subscribed to me, and for some bizarre reason, it just devolved into this insane place that like people posted stuff about like Hitler, and I'm just like, you can't post that shit here, and it was just no. And these people like were like bullying people, and I was just like, I don't want like my channel to be associated with a place full of Hitler loving bullies, you know? But like I would love to, like secretly, but like I feel like the moderation that would have to happen, I can't do it myself, and I just, yeah. I had mods, but I feel like I was very naive. Let's be honest, I was naive, and I believed people when they said that they wanted the best for my channel, and then some of those, not all of them, like a lot of them were wonderful people, but like then all of a sudden one of them turned out to be a bully, and I just, yeah, I felt very upset by that. I felt, yeah, but maybe I should start a Discord, I don't know. I think I would have to make it invitation acceptance only. If so, like I would have to review all of them. then maybe, yeah, I don't know. That's a yikes for me. Yeah. It was just crazy. Like, and I felt like, I don't know, I wasn't used to getting that much attention from anybody. And I was very new to, people liking my stuff. And I just, yeah, like these people were really manipulative. And it was just so frustrating. So, yeah, that's sad. But then if I had, the assurance that it would be good, then of course I would want to. Oh, that were a lot of people, actually. A lot of people. It was really sad, actually, to let it go, because I missed talking to people on there, but it devolved into such a horrible place with people who tried to just bully other people, and yeah. But I miss people that I met there. So yeah. Don't remember exactly how many, but like a few hundred people, so yeah. What time is it, by the way, where you're at? Right now it's squinting. Even though I'm wearing glasses, I'm squinting. I need to get my prescription checked, but who has the time for that during Corona? It's 11:37 right here, right now. Ooh, it's the same. Ooh, it's just 4:30. Leave me be, vids are crappy. That's a funny name. Hi. Near 3 p.m. Ooh, Norway gang. Ooh, hi, Bonnie. Really? That's so cool. A fellow Norwegian. Yes. It's so funny, like, whenever I run into someone who's from Norway, because Norway is so small, it's like, oh my god. Like, especially if it's on the internet or not in Norway, it's just like, oh my god, there's more of us. 5:30. Ooh, Australia. That's so cool, Jessica. 9. That's early. Did you wake up or did you not go to bed yet? I was shocked when I figured out you were Norwegian. Ooh. I feel like I purposely taught myself an American accent because I feel like all of my teachers in school had a horrible Norwegian accent, and I was just like, if I'm gonna talk to people, because I love English, I love languages, I don't want to sound like that. To be fair, my teachers had some extraordinarily bad accents, and yeah, that's so funny. I feel like more and more Norwegian YouTubers are popping up. I just learned that a Tozy, I don't know if y'all know about him, he's Norwegian. Like, I was shocked when I figured out he was Norwegian, because, like, I was, like, watching a bunch of videos from him, and just found him, really, and then he said, like, a Norwegian word, and I'm like, that was accurate. And then it realized, he is Norwegian. Oh my god. That's so funny. Remember my teachers, they were also really bad at English. And I remember we had a student who visited us from Singapore, and our teacher was like, light switch is not a word. And someone was like, that is a word? And then the teacher was like, turned to the student from Singapore, and she was just like, of course not, right? And the Singapore student is like, no, actually, light switch is a word. I think maybe the teacher thought, like, the correct word was, like, light button? I don't know. He's really funny. Itozi is really funny. He does, like, reaction videos. It's written with a Z, so Atozy. Yes. Hello, Ryan. Again, yes. I already said hello. Sorry. I'm squinting. Your ha was just so large that I thought it was someone saying hi. Meep. I really need to get my eyeballs checked and assessed. Maybe it's secretly switch light. Switchlight. That sounds oddly Star Warsy. Yes. Yes. Switchlight. I don't know, makes me think of Star Wars and like that noise when they do the lightsabers. Light flicker. I don't know, like she was just convinced that that couldn't possibly be a word. And like, I don't know why, but maybe she thought that all English words were just different from Norwegian ones and that two words couldn't be put together and be the word, like light switch. I don't know. Light swap. I think it's so funny back in the day when they invented electricity and there was like a warning thing. This room is lit with electricity. Do not be alarmed when you press a button and all of the lights come on. I feel like they're just like, it's not witchcraft, please, don't freak out. Lightsaber noises. Funny part about that is I've actually never seen Star Wars. I know. I was a huge Star Trek fan though, because it was on TV every day after school. And, you know, it was like we only had 2 channels because we had a really old TV, and it was like back in the day, and like it was just, you know, not a lot of choices. So I watched a lot of Star Trek. I know, shame on me, especially not at that guy from Girls. What is his name? The guy who plays Darth Vader, like Anakin. What is his name? Does anyone know his name? Let's see. I think it's Adam something. Yeah, Adam Driver. Yeah, like now that he's in it, he's like so talented, so I should watch it, really. Of course I know of Baby Yoda. I mean, I do see memes and see adorable pictures. Of course I know of Baby Yoda. I just haven't seen the movie, you know? And then a lot of things like, oh, actually, Leia and Luke are siblings and it's incestuous kind of also made me not want to watch it because it's like, what? Let's see. The warning was so the witches in the house could live in peace, of course. Actually, electricity doesn't exist. It's just a witch. Lives in every house. Lives in the wall. Well, that got creepy really fast. Lives in the wall? Ugh. Are you thinking of Adam Driver who plays Kylo? Yes. Yes. That's what I'm thinking about. Adam Driver, yes. The prequels are the best. Didn't they come out in like a weird like some of like the movies came out way back in the day and then they like made movies about like it didn't come out in like a chronological order or something? Adam Driver did a really funny sketch on SNL. Yeah. Years ago where his character Kylo Ren goes on Undercover Boss. I saw that. That's what made me kind of want to watch it. It was so funny when he was like playing the character and he was just like, yes, I am definitely not your overlord. How do you feel about working conditions working for Kylo Ren? I hate it. Like, not murdering him. Cannot. They came out 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god. The witch comes out each night to steal your missing spices. Ooh. Ooh. Devious. How about socks? Did she steal those too? I have a thing. Like, I take off my socks anywhere, like, whenever, like, if I get, like, a drop of water on my socks, I'm like, I take them off. And I just, like, leave them on the floor. Or wherever I was. And I joked, like, the other day that I'm the place that socks go. Like, if I find a random sock somewhere, I'm like, I'm the place that all of the missing socks of the world go. That's why they keep popping up. Duh. Every house secretly has a basement under the basement that witches live in. Oh my. Seems damp. No wonder they're a little cranky. Imagine living underneath someone else's basement. Sounds like some sort of true crime story. The Mandalorian is a great to watch. You don't necessarily have to have watched Star Wars to enjoy. Oh. Is that part of the whole universe? Also, she steals random items from your room. Maybe socks are like the toys of Toy Story. And they try to escape all the time. The socks are just like, I'm so tired of being on her stinky feet. I want to leave. She's abusing me. She keeps putting me on her disgusting toes. I'm sorry, toes. You're beautiful. Sorry. Beautiful toes. Beautiful. Does my mom's basement count? I don't know. Does it have a secret basement underneath the basement? That's apparently where the witches live. Although maybe, like, if the witches get lazy, if they're like, oh, we don't have room for an extra basement, they just haunt your regular basement. Like, they make it seem like it's haunted, so you don't want to go down there, but in reality, they're just, like, making that seem like that so that they can live in peace and no one can interrupt them. Yes, it's set after the original trilogy, but before the prequels. Oh, interesting indeed. I should check that out. Indeed, indeed. This could be a whole story. Yes. We should make a book about the witches that live underneath your basement, in the secret basement, who steal your socks, spices, move stuff around in your room, and who also pretend like your shit is haunted if they want to live in your regular basement. There's no electricity. It's just them powering things. We could just, like, let them live in our house. I mean, if they're doing all of the electricity, I feel like we owe them. We'll have to murder... We'll have to murder socks so their abuse is unknown. I feel like, wouldn't the sock police show up? Just like a police-themed socks would be like, what do we have here? Very suspicious. This sock seemed to be murdered. Do you know anything about that? It's always their closest ones. Probably her toes. That's their, like, spouse. It's always the spouse, the toes, who did it. How would you murder socks, though? I'm curious. How would that work? The sock murderer just makes me think of, like, a deranged person running around, like, with, like, sock puppets murdering people. That would be a good movie villain, just because of the lulz. We're gonna murder them. Oh, okay. We are gonna murder them too. Oh, the police socks. But then the FBI socks show up. And then the Interpol socks show up. And then anonymous socks show up because they know about the corruption going on. There would be no socks left. Imagine all our sweaty toes with no socks in the world. That would be seriously sad. Clip the socks with scissors. Or fire. I feel like this is just gonna make us more obvious as the murderer. Then where do the missing shirts go? Are you telling me there's also a shirt maniac running around? Duh, you strangle them when they are wet. It's not water, it's duh, you strangle them when they are wet. It's not water, it's sock blood. Then what is the washing machine, a torture chamber? In Chile, there's a character that is a super sock called Calcetín con Rambus Man, which means sock with rubs man. And he kind of helps kids in that. That sounds like a neighborhood pervert, to be frank, like a super sock man, like teaches your children things. I feel like I would be like, children, don't talk to that man, he's disturbed. Socks can't survive sock nukes. What are sock nukes? Just like foot fungus. The serial shirt murder. This is a movie, yes. Next Crime Wednesday video. Rhombus. Okay. The washing machine is the final solution to sock genocide rather than sock nukes. So what you're telling me is we're wearing corpses? If we've washed our socks, they're dead corpses? Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god, it's hilarious. Yeah, I feel like we should make a movie with like two rival murderers. The sock puppet murderer and the shirt murderer. And then like as like a red herring, the sock Superman could come in and they'd totally think that he did it because he's like being creepy around kids and teaching them about socks and shit, and they'd be like, he did it. But then it turns out that like it's two rival murderers. It's like Jason and Michael, like from Friday the 13th and from Halloween, and it's like a mashup. Law and Order Sock Victims Unit. It was on a Friday. I washed my socks, and when I went to get my clothing, only one sock was left. The sock murderer has stricken again. He's a real sicko, this one. He takes people's socks and then he turns them into sock puppets. Imagine he's playing with their dead corpses, that lunatic. Equals best clothes. What do you mean? Maybe all clothes are alive, and once we put them in the washer, they get brutally murdered. I find your username really amusing. Take off your shirt. That sounds like exactly what the shirt murderer would call themselves on the internet. We've been infiltrated. This maniac, this sock killer, he has gone too far. When you accidentally put a red shirt on, when you accidentally put a red shirt and white socks, it's the blood that stains the whites. Ah! Oh no, I've been caught. I know, we're real sleuths. We're sleuths over here. Real hardcore Nancy Drew people. Corpse clothes equals best clothes. Ah. Because they can't fight back. Dum dum. That's so funny. Part of like the Law and Order thing, the dun 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 dun. So funny. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 'em. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. This is hilarious. You'll never catch me. The socks are going to be annihilated. It's a race. Here's a question. You know those ridiculously uncomfortable toe socks? You know the ones that had like for each individual toe? Are they their own race of socks? Are ankle socks a race of socks? Because I think you mean as a species. No? Yo, you don't want my shirt, I'll blind you. What do you mean? Just like, you've come for my shirt, have you? Ninja move. And like, onto their face and like, haha, you've been bested by me and my shirt. You can't be racist if you wipe out the sock race. Okay. That's a new one. I feel like that's probably been said by some real racists once upon a time. Can't be racist if they don't exist anymore. Yeah. I'm glad we don't live in that era anymore. Like, imagine being the only sane person who's just like, you know, you guys, why are we being racist, though? Like, doesn't that seem, like, a little bit unnecessary? And then, like, they're just, like, met with, like, an overwhelming everyone, like, the majority was just like, no, we should all be racist. And they're like, oh. Those are going to be executed. Those are going to be executed first by firing squad. Here's the problem, though. Are people's toes going to be in the socks when this happens? Because then there would be casualties, and then we wouldn't be able to get away with it because, you know, so much mess, witnesses. It's kind of hard to get the socks without feet, you know. Would we have bait feet? Oh, some unfortunate soul would have to be the voluntary sacrifice. I was meaning, I'm so pale. If you blind people, oh, if my shirt came off, same, honestly, same. Like, I feel like when I was a kid, I was actually, like, pretty tan because I was constantly playing outside. And then I reached my teens and I was just like, no, I'm just gonna stay inside all the time. Sunlight, how dare you? I'm a vampire, we'll catch on fire. And then after that, I've just been so pale. And now people are just like, you can't tan because that's bad for you. So I think I'm just doomed to be very pale for the rest of my life. I don't get ankle socks. They are so uncomfortable and dumb. Excuse me. Those are the best. I have a thing, not so much anymore, but apparently, this is a fun fact, there's like a medical condition in my family where you can get like thick blood and get blood clots and die. I didn't know that, but when I was like younger, my feet felt swollen and I couldn't wear socks like this because it felt like it was just like squeezing, and I would only wear ankle socks. So I'm a huge fan of ankle socks now. I don't know. I'd murder any feet in socks before I'd let my underwear nation die. Oh, I think we just spotted the version of like a Nazi, but for underpants. They're trying to kill their rivals. He doesn't actually care about the evil socks. He just wants to murder them because he's of the underpants. Oh no, we have a murderer and a crazy homicidal nationalist. Oh no. No, full socks year round. Oh my god, cute cat. Which one? Which one came into frame? I don't know. But yes, they're all very cute. They're adorable. I have 5. Because, well, I had one. And then we went out to see if, because there was like a poster that was like, we're looking for someone's missing cat. And then we stumbled across one that wasn't missing. And, you know, he wasn't anybody's, and we took him in, and he, you know, he became our cat. Like, I looked for people, like, I wasn't just, like, stealing cats, but, you know, and he was, you know, we took care of him, and he got better, and then we became a foster family for 3 cats, and I couldn't give them back. I was attached, so now I have 5 cats. I feel like everyone assumes that I had, like, 2 cats and they had kittens. No, bitch, it was on purpose. The shirt union better not invade my country. Ooh. Your sock was just trying to get revenge when he squeezed ya. Yes, maybe so. Maybe, like, one of them survived the washing machine and they, like, I don't know, found zombie socks. Zombie socks. Oh my god. That's what was happening. Yes. Oh my god, it was like The Walking Dead with my socks. We figured it out. Maybe socks have ages, infant socks as well as infants. Ankle socks are children. Whatever the taller socks are would be teens. Dress socks would be adults. Then what are pantyhose? What are pantyhose then? Are they like, oh, they're hybrids. They are what happens when underpants and socks have a baby. I have 3, soon 4 or 5. What do you mean 4 or 5? This is very interesting. What do you mean? Are you getting 2 at the same time? What? Burn all underclothing, JK. I feel like that's it's like sometimes like when I've gone through my underpants, you know when you have like the I don't know, semi-annual purge when you're like this shit is never going to fit me anymore, your girl's butt got bigger, or like this shit has always been uncomfortable, why do I own this? I feel like, you know, then I have the urge to purge and burn the underpants. But now I've got very comfortable underpants. Although I must admit, I think I own some that are uncomfortable but look really pretty that I'm convinced that I'm going to wear sometime. I just am so convinced it's never going to happen. Ankle socks. Yeah, nope. Might adopt more cats. Aw, true. Adopt, don't shop. Yes. That's the I never understood the whole breeding thing, because like that's why dogs are so like have so many health issues, and it's starting to happen to cats too, because a lot of people are like breeding cats to be like um special breeds or something, but it's just to make them look a certain way, but then you end up with a lot of health problems. So, you know, adopt, don't shop. Does this mean sock factories know the secret and are secretly breeding socks and selling them? Oh my god. Sock mills. They probably keep those poor socks in cages. This makes me think. No, because they have to be alive by the end they come to you. So you like otherwise, because I was like, oh, maybe they kill them before they sell them, you know, like the socks. But like, no, that wouldn't make any sense because, yeah, they don't clean them before you buy them. Like that's why you should always clean everything you buy. The bananas we eat are artificially bred and made. Yes, that's true. That's so fascinating. Bananas are artificially bred by humans. But you should always make sure not to bring any banana fruit into the different countries, because you could wipe out their brand of bananas, because they carry diseases to each other. That's a thing I also learned. And a lot of people actually live off of bananas and plantains, so that's very dangerous. This is very true. Interesting question. The old ones have way more seeds and big cores. Yeah. I feel like it's the same oranges. Oranges like and mandarins, clementines. I also think the peaches, like a lot of the fruit that we have today are genetically bred by humans, you know, to like I don't know how they do it. Like, do they take two seeds and cut it and like glue them together? I'm so confused. Like, that's a thing that's puzzled me for my entire life. How do they make like do they take like characteristics from different flowers and stuff and like make it into a new flower? I don't understand. Let's see. I don't adopt. After I lose a cat, another one comes. What do you mean? Do you mean like you find another? That's how I got a cat with 6 toes on 3 of its paws. The 4th one has 7 toes. Ooh, I have one of my babies have 6 fingerlings and toes on each of their paws. Call them ship cats in Norway, like sailboat ships, because they used to be on sailboats. Also, like broccoli, cauliflower, and a lot of different things come from the same flower. Yeah, that's amazing to think about. They take specific parts and plant them, and they turn them into different shit. Ooh. Oh, okay. Pass from old age, yeah. I feel like I keep telling my babies, you have to become ancient, please. You have to become 20 and plus. Yeah. It's like, that's the hard part about being a human, is that you live a long time compared to a lot of other species. That's hard. Yeah. My condolences. I get what you mean. But I feel like it's better that they have me forever, you know, their whole life. And, you know, for them, it feels like as long as our life is, so. I had a cat that turned 14. Oh, that's really nice. That's really nice. That's good. I feel like people who treat their, treat cats poorly seem to think that they live a very short time, but that's just because they've been treated poorly and they, like, get sick or, like, they get hurt. But, you know, they can live for a very long time. Of course, you know, so, yeah. It's crazy to think about, like, back in the day, our ancestors were like, if you were, like, 40, you were like, oh my god, this person has lived a long time. Like, they're basically magical to have survived to become 40. Like, back in the day when people were just, like, I don't know, having babies at, like, crazy young age because everyone died really fast. Yes, I do know cats can get diabetes. It was one of mine, he did. We weren't unaware, and then he did, and he passed away from it. It's really, people should know about that cats can get diabetes. It's very important not to feed them sugar, salt, and things that, you know, just other things too, like, because sugar and salt are especially bad, but because sugar, not good for them. Artificial sweeteners, poisonous to them. Salt, direct to kidneys, diabetes. You know, you have to be really careful with what you feed them. And you should never feed them milk, because cats are lactose intolerant. They're not supposed to, like, just like with humans, like, you're not supposed to eat everything, but it tastes good. It's good like that. My cat had come from a pet hoarder, and when she lost her home, a bunch of cats escaped from her home. Aww. That's the thing that, like, alarms me with, like, hoarders. Like, when you watch the Hoarders TV show, and you see, like, people have, like, so many animals, and it's just, like, how? Or, like, because I feel like even when I feel shitty on my shittiest day, I find it in myself to be like, okay, I need to do things for them. So, like, I don't understand how they can think that they're treating their animals well by having them live in that situation. But then again, like, hoarders, it's a mental disease, like a condition, and, you know, they get their kids, like human kids too, to live in there. So it's just, I think, yeah, I don't think they mean to, but yeah. What are y'all gonna do on the weekend? This weekend I'm gonna be sewing and cleaning. I'm gonna be scrubbing the bathroom floor. It's my new thing that I do. It's to deal with my anxiety. For some reason, I find it very soothing to put chlorine and clean the shit out of the shower with it. Makes me get the anxiety out. Makes me feel like I cleaned away all the germs in the world. I hope y'all are enjoying having live streams. I really enjoy them. I hope, you know, to do them every Friday. It'll be fun. And when I figure out how to watch video clips together, I hope that's the thing. My boyfriend's gonna help me. He was gonna help me today, but I was just like, oh, I can't be bothered to deal with figuring things out. I need to, you know, do my stream now. I'll be playing Days and Star Wars Battlefront today. Tomorrow, my girlfriend is coming over. Aw, that's nice. It's also nice when you game together, am I right? Seriously, I've gotten so addicted to Minecraft, and I'm just like, boyfriend, will you play with me?
Please, I want to go and explore a mine. It's a romantic activity.
I'm working on a kitchen. Really? Are you remodeling your kitchen? That's hardcore. I painted a kitchen once with 4 layers, like 1 layer of, like, base and then 3 layers of coat. For some reason, I don't understand why I didn't get the base in the same color as the coat, because damn, 4 layers was too much, and it was like the first layer, so fun. Last layer, goddamn, I want that to end. I'm probably just going to play Tetris over the weekend. I love Tetris. It's so mind-soothing. Love it. I really like the live streams.
Oh, yay! Thank you, Bonnie.
I really like them too, hanging out with you guys. Haha, me and my girlfriend plays Minecraft sometimes, and Vigor. I don't know if Vigor, what is that? I don't know. I'll check it out now, actually. Now that I have a mini computer in my hands. I heard an old man talk about how his daughter has a mini computer in her phone. Oh, that's so funny. Vigor game. Ooh, okay. Looks kind of like Fortnite a little bit. Like a first-person role-playing game, I guess. It's made by Bohemia and Interactive, and it takes place in Norway. Really? I haven't heard of it. Loot and shoot. Makes me. That's that's the thing. I love playing Skyrim, and that's like my favorite thing. I'm just like, any loot to find over here, and then I become like an absolute hoarder. And then I'm like, why is there not enough bag space? Why? Third person. Okay. I personally prefer the ones where it's like it feels like you're just like doing it with your arms and legs. I have 500 to 600 hours on Skyrim. I have also a lot of hours on Skyrim. I've got like, I think it's like 70% of the game done. I'm trying to finish it, but like a lot of like bugs keep happening. And it drives me insane if I'm doing a quest and I want to do all of the quests so that I can say that I've done all of the quests in Skyrim. It's like a thing that I did a while back, and then like some of the quests were bugged, and I was just like, oh, why are you doing this? I haven't played Minecraft in a while. Mostly been playing Tetris Effect for Honor and Warframe. What do you mean? Can you play Tetris for Honor and War? What? You just play the boring normal Tetris. Actually, no. I play the the bootleg kind that you don't have to pay for on your phone. Immersive games, yes. Stormcloaks or Empire, that's the thing. I've played both because I wanted to know, but I think I'm an Empire girl because, yeah, I don't know. The Stormcloaks seem kind of racist. Constantly. Like they just hate everyone who's not a Nord. Damn, I haven't even completed the main storyline. I completed the dragon one. I don't know if that's the main one, but I haven't completed the Empire or the Stormcloak one yet. But I completed the dragon one, which was pretty epic. Same, because the Stormcloaks are racist. Yeah, it's like I tried having a character because I have several characters, and I want to see like what it's like to be on each side. And I tried being a character that's like a Stormcloak, and it was just like, you people are so racist. You just seem kind of homicidal and racist all of the time. So yeah, but I realized that it's like the same. Basically, no matter which side you choose, you're doing the same quests, but from each side. I hate it when in-game quests bug out. Yes. Yes. I get so frustrated, especially like if I did it and I like trying to like hand it in or something, and it won't register, and I'm just like, I'm about to like snap. Tetris Effect is basic Tetris, but you can set blocks aside and go against people. For Honor is a medieval fighting game, and Warframe is a swam shooter. Oh, okay. Did you know that the voice actor for Parthurax also voices Mario? Really? My brain is now exploding. Really, that's amazing. That person is then very talented in what they can make their voice do, because those do not sound the same at all. Parthurax is like the like the dragon that like helps you on your dragon quest, by the way, if anyone wondered, in Skyrim. Yeah. It's funny because I played like all of Skyrim, like the small quests. Those are my favorite, like going to like taverns and asking for quests and like going into places and mining and looting and, you know, doing those kinds of things. And I didn't know that you could like choose a side and then go to places, because I thought if you chose a side, the places that are like being ruled by the other side would be like try to kill you. But that's not a thing that happens. So I waited for a really long time to choose a side at all. My friend and I call them party snacks. It was so funny, like partying with Parthenax. Yeah, it's my homeboy Parthenax. Or as we call him, DJ Party Snacks. That's so funny. Hysterical. Hilarious. I hear that they're making a new game. I'm really excited about it. I wonder what it's going to be like. The people who made Skyrim. Apparently, there's like an old lady, you probably know about this, an old lady who's like a huge Skyrim fan who plays Skyrim, but she, you know, of old age would die before the new game is finished. So they made her into a character in the new game. That's amazing. Parthenax is the reason I will never see the Plat trophy. Oh, if you kill him, I also couldn't do that. That's a thing too, like, because there's like, there's a quest line that you have to, like, if you don't do it, you lose it. Like, you fails, and it's like this group of people who wants to kill him, and he's such a nice, cool dragon, and I'm just like, I don't want to kill him. Shirley Curly, Gamer Grandma. Yeah, that's probably her. I found an RPG game where you are a vampire doctor trying to save London from the Spanish flu. And looking around in game, it looks a lot like 2020. Oh, that's funny. Apparently a lot of like zombie games and like end of the world games became really popular like during the quarantine. Which is, you know, get it. Esbern and Delphine are trash. Yes, they want to kill the beautiful dragon. Evil people. I think the game is named Vampyr. That's a Norwegian name for vampire, too. Vampyr. Such a funny name. I feel like... I don't know. I feel like vampires were like really popular for a while, and then it was zombies, and then I don't know what it's now. I feel like people are just like, please, we don't want any more diseased people. Just like have a plot with a person who doesn't have any diseases, especially not corona or vampirism or zombieism. We just need nice things. I was thinking of making a video of when I get my vaccine. Going to get vaccinated. That'd be fun. Also, I think it's important to like make content where you promote getting vaccinated. show people that's fine. What platform do you play on? I play on my computer. I play on sometimes my Wii U. I haven't set it up yet in my new apartment. I play a lot of like on computer keys, but also some on like a controller with the computer. But yeah, it's my computer and my Wii U. Those are the platforms I do. So like I use Blizzard and Steam. And Origin for my Sims. I feel like I have such grandiose ideas about what I want to do with my Sims, and then I start playing and I'm just like, oh, this is going to take forever. And then I abandon the whole thing. It's a problem. What platforms do you play on, Bonnie? Is it the same? PS4. Ah. Been thinking, because the PS5 just came out, right? People lost their minds. PS2 and 3. I had a PS2, was it or 3? I don't remember. But I sold it. Needed money for pet expenses. Also, I never used it and I couldn't plug into our TV anymore, so I was just like, meh. Had Buzz and SingStar. Those were the main games. Been rocking some SingStar over the years. Funny thing about that is like the Buzz one, I don't remember, it's like the game when you're like, it's like a quiz show. It's very amusing. And it's like the questions, like the games took so long to develop that by the time that you bought like a new Buzz like game, the questions were already outdated. Well, if you make a video of you going to get the vaccine, Karen will try to use it for the proof that Roux is part of the satanic cult video on her channel. Yeah, apparently, anyone who doesn't believe that the world is flat, that vaccines are evil, and, you know, it's gonna make you autistic and gay, apparently, are part of a satanic cult that eats babies. I just learned that recently that QAnon, like the people who stormed the Capitol in America, genuinely believed that Democrats are part of a satanic worshipping cult of pedophiles that eat babies. And that's why they like abortions, because they take the embryos and eat them. I don't know, it's just insane. I might not get the shot, not against shot, just, oh, that's so sad. Do you have to pay for it in America? That's, seriously, that's like the wrong time to do capitalism. Yeah, I'm glad that we won't have to pay for it here, because, you know, the government wants everyone to be vaccinated. That's so upsetting, though. Oh my god. I feel like that's so sick, to make people pay for, like, a vaccine like that, like, when it's in everyone's best interest that everyone get it. That's so fucked up. Oh my god. Sending you hugs, Jem. Hugs. So yeah. Apparently in Israel, yes, they're like really far ahead with vaccinating everyone, setting a good example. I look forward to, you know, not being afraid all the time. Just to visit my hospital is $500? That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Holy shit. Like, so, like, just the visit alone, so, like, if you were to, like, go there and get something done, that would be extra, wouldn't it? I also hear that you have to pay for an ambulance. Like, I saw this crazy video on YouTube where someone had, like, this abscess on, like, their, elbow, and, like, they, like, regularly had their daughter and granddaughter remove the pus because, you know, it's just, like, they'd rather do that than pay a bunch of money for it, which, you know, fair, but that's crazy. Like, imagine having to do your, like, that's, like, that makes me, like, I hope that all countries, the United States too, just like gets onto like some healthcare for everybody, because like people surviving in your society is a good thing. I don't understand. The ride in the ambulance is $5,000? But why? That's heartbreaking. Holy shit. Always ask for a receipt after American hospital visit. 70% of the price is bullshit, which they'll cut out of the cost to not get exposed. Oh my god. Medicine in the US is so expensive that people on the border come to Mexico because here it's more cheaper to do some types of procedures. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Imagine going to, like, that's what I saw. Sicko, isn't it called? Like the Michael Myers. I think that's the guy who made the Columbine documentary. He also made one on the American healthcare system. That's nuts. Just like the medical companies can just play Wild West with their prices. That's just so unconscionable. Holy shit. My state does have free healthcare if you make less than $2,000 a month. That's kind of like a trap, isn't it? Makes all middle class people in debt, and then you just remove middle class people because everyone is in debt. That's crazy. Because then, like, if you earn less, you're already really poor, but then if you go to the hospital and you earn more, you'll get in debt, and that's nuts. That's crazy. That's just not okay. Not okay. Something in Norway that I don't like is the fact that teeth, like teeth, dental is not covered, which is ridiculous because it's also part of your body, and if you don't take care of your teeth, you can get like internal organ failure. So, like, you have to pay an arm and a leg for teeth in Norway, so hate that so much. Like, the politicians have been trying to get it, like, to be part of it for years, but, you know, other politicians don't give a shit. Yeah, the teeth thing's so expensive. Like, you have to, like, be like, oh, can I afford it? Like, it's crazy. I feel like with, Corona, I feel like people are gonna be depressed, forget to brush their teeth. I know I'm one of them. And, you know, it's gonna bite me in the butt later. And it's so upsetting. And, like, yeah. It's, like, I know a friend of mine, like, she didn't get her teeth checked even though she knew she had a bunch of problems for years because she didn't have the money to pay for it. You know, like, I feel like people are always like, oh, Norway has, like, socialized healthcare and it's so good. It is, except for your teeth. So you're boned either way. Yeah. Yeah. It's so upsetting. I'm so sorry. It's not okay. I feel like politicians everywhere are just so corrupt. Everywhere. Have you ever played Spellbreak? No. What is it? Is it like a witch thing? Not to mention, fast food is constantly advertised to lower class as a fast, cheap option to food. Bad food plus insane healthcare costs equals America. And then people will have more health problems, and then they'll have to go to the hospital. Vicious cycle. Like, the thing that blows my mind is, like, because there's, like, a bunch of things that are illegal in the EU and, like, in Europe and in a lot of countries, like, a lot of, like, additives and, like, things that you can put in food, and some of them are not illegal in America, and that's, like, really bad for you, but it's put in, like, a lot of things. That really scares me. Like, what? Like, I feel like Norway is way too restrictive. Like, they're, like, anal about anything, but, like, I wouldn't want it to be unanal either. So, yeah. And how, like, crazy things in the food. It's a battle royale where there's multiple gauntlets. You can mix elements for different effects and such. Kind of hard to explain. Oh, okay. Makes me think of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. I've been listening to that on my audiobook lately. I haven't finished it. I have all of the Harry Potter audiobooks. That's like one of the biggest purchases I've ever made for myself, like getting the audiobooks. Like, I could have gotten them on Audible, but I found the app stressful and I wanted them forever. I don't know. And then CDs, and I have a CD player, so. A fun fact, I got my CD player when I was 4 years old and it's still rocking. Fast food isn't cheap. LOL. My family spent $50 on a few cheap sandwiches. That's crazy. Crazy. Makes me think of you know that TV show Cheapskates? It makes me think of that woman who, like, I don't know, she was just like, because the word cheap made me think of it. Cheapskates. That's such a funny show. Have you all seen it? It's hilarious. Like, this lady, like, she took a bunch of bread, and instead of finishing the bread, she, like, kept the ends, which blows my mind. Like, won't they go bad? And she, like, kept them until they became a whole bread, and then she's like, look, a new bread. Like, why can't you just eat the ends when they're the bread, the part of the bread you're eating like a normal person? Why are you saving them like a crazy person? Oh, it's hilarious to me. And then there was the people who refused to A, have any hot water, and B, have their own washing water. So they shared a bathtub water, and they were just like, the husband took a bath, the wife took a bath, the son took a bath, and then like the bath water was just brown. It was just like so dirty. And it's just like, and like they were just like got to use like this much soap when they used soap, and it's like, you people can't possibly be clean. How are you surviving Corona? How? The sad part of that show is that a lot of the people there grew up dirt poor. Yeah, that's true. I remember somebody who used a hot tub to wash their clothes and dishes. I saw that. The dishes triggered me. And then there was the guy who was like convinced that he cleaned straws by taking like a rag with no soap on it and just like pulling it through, and he's like, look, clean, and then he gives it to his guests. And I was just like, no. Ew. And then the guy who never flushed, and he like only flushes once a week, and he like tried to impress a woman with it. It was just like, why are you doing this? I remember one lady who ate cat food and gave it to her guest. Yeah, that's the thing too. I didn't see her eat it, but she gave it to her guest though. That's crazy. They're surviving Corona because after that bath, they're immune to anything. That's funny. That's true. That's true. Yeah. I feel like I have my own habits because like I didn't grow up rich or anything, and I feel like I have my own habits of like being a cheapskate. Like, for instance, when I dry clothing in my dryer, I take out because it like collects the water, and I take out the water and I use that water to like wash other things. Okay, be right back, Fanny. Okay, nice. I hope you come back. My 600-pound life is worse, sadly. Yeah, that kind of blows my mind. Like, the amount of obesity, it's insane. Like, wow. Yeah. I hope they get help though, but like a lot of the people on the 600-pound life, they like some of them don't follow the doctor's advice and they get worse, and it's just really sad to see someone slowly kill themselves like that. It's insane. It's crazy. Yeah. Makes me think of that British show, Super Fat versus Super Skinny. I didn't like that show very much, but it's kind of like the shock factor of like each side of the like being too skinny or being too big. It's just really bad for you either way. Kind of stressful to watch, really. But really sad too. But yeah. I think the extreme cheapskates are the most amusing though. Like the lady who like forced her fiance to like take military showers, where she had like a baby monitor that she had in the bathroom, and she was like monitoring that he only took showers the way that she wanted him to, and then she was like, you better be finished in there, and they only had one light bulb in their entire house that they had to like unscrew and re-screw into things. And she, like, the worst part was the fact that she kept reusing boiled water. It looked like white sludge, and it's just can't be good for you. Can't possibly be good for you. Hi, Bunny. The funny thing is, a lot of people are skinny in the USA, and a lot of people are overweight. Wait, was it? The funny thing is, a lot of people are skinny in the USA, and a lot of the overweight people have money, they spend it on junk food. Really? Huh. Oh my god, I saw that clip, yeah. Yeah, the boiled water thing, I was like, that can't be good. Like, you're giving yourself cancer or something. And she kept reusing these plastic utensils that you're only supposed to use once, which is why you shouldn't be using them. But she kept reusing them, and I think, like, the plastic they're made of is, like, you should never wash it in warm water because it exudes, like, some corrosive, cancerous shit. And I'm just like, lady, you're killing your whole family. This is insane. This is nuts. No, 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 no. 70-something% of USA's population is either overweight or obese. Oh my god. That's upsetting and sad. I mean, it's not surprising though if healthy food is more expensive than like other food. And that's, you know, something that the government should do something about. Yeah. I feel like there's a limit though, like how much government should be controlling everything, because like in Norway they have a sugar tax, and it's like a sugar tax to make sure people don't buy too much candy, and it's like the only thing you're achieving with that is that rich people can buy whatever they want, and like it becomes a luxury for poorer people, and that's not okay. Like it makes inequality happen, and you know, instead of making it a law, you should be educating people on why they shouldn't be eating too much of it, because like you can have some and be fine. Like if you're eating too much, that's the problem. But instead of educating people, they like make it illegal or like make it taxed out of this world, which is not a fan. And I ran into, at the airport once, an American lady who was talking about, because she was like, oh, where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from Norway. And she was talking about how she was a fan of Norway because we have, like, vegetables and stuff everywhere in all of our stores. And, like, and she was, I don't know, talking about something. And then, like, the sugar tax came up. And she was like, oh, she loves that idea. And I'm just like, I don't think that's a good idea. And she was like, oh. And then she did this really condescending thing. And she was just like, you're not a mother, you don't understand, but I'm a mother, and it's such a wonderful idea. And I just looked her dead in the eye, and I was like, my mother doesn't agree with the tax thing, so I guess it's not a mother thing to agree with it. It's $8 for 1 cup of ice cream, so I'm not going to get fat anytime soon. $8 for ice cream. It's crazy. They gave us that education at the school I went about the sugar thing. Oh, I feel like a lot of the time though, like I feel like politicians look at numbers and they're just like, instead of educating people, we should just force everyone to follow a rule. But yeah, it's much better to educate people, because then it's like I don't know, son, controlling people without, oh, it makes no sense. But yeah, I think I'm gonna log off soon. I'm gonna go sleep because it's like almost 1 o'clock here. I had so much fun hanging with you guys though. I hope you enjoyed it, and that you'll come back next Friday and hang out with me and talk about nonsense and make up weird movie plots where there's homicidal socks and homicidal shirts going on. That's so much fun. Oh my god, that's the funniest thing ever. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. I love you guys. Thank you so much for chatting with me. You're awesome. Okay. Love you. Bye. Who needs sleep? Me. I need sleep. I think I need more sleep than the average person, to be honest. I sleep too much. The sock killer and shirt killer team up next Friday. I'm in. Let's do that. Okay. Bye. Take you to the next episode. Yes. Thank you. Tune into the next episode. Okay. Bye.